Democracy is dead. No, no. Democracy is dead.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
All right, look, wow, this is crazy. We're back. We're doing it. This is not RN. This is, wait, look, it's different cards. We got an Azorius Guild Gate down in the corner. We got an Incubation Druid. Of course, we have 4x of everything, so this would be 20 gems and a nice start on the draft. The conventional wisdom on this format kind of landed on Orzhov / Esper Controlish being the place you wanted to be, but there are some definite reasons to be in green. So let's just take the gems and the Druid. We'll abandon this, though, if we are pulled towards Esper colors from here. There's no need to lock in on the Druid, but we'll take it. It's a pretty good card, yeah. Hey, what's up, Haj? Best card might just be the Mystic, which we could take, or Aeromunculus. I don't usually look to go into Simic around these parts. Gruul tends to be, there's some key commons that historically the bots have undervalued in Gruul that you could go for. Yeah, Double D's, you're kind of right. Aeromunculus definitely fell over the course of the format. Like, upon first glance, I thought this was going to be the defining common for Simic, and it really didn't play out that way. It was just okay. Mystic Wheels often. I have never seen the Mystic Wheel. I don't... Well, we'll take it. Let's take the Mystic. Not much for Simic here, so let's figure out what we might dive into. Plague White, maybe one of the better cards here. Savage Smash is a fantastic card if we do end up Gruul. And there's a lot of Gruul support here. Arnix is also great. I think we go with Savage Smash and see what goes from here. Classic pick 4 Gate Colossus to make us rethink our lives. I think we take it. It's still early. Take it and see. We got Vandal for memes. We got Brush Strider for... Brush Strider and Clan and Wrecker are playable but not exciting. A lot of playable but not exciting around here. Take Thought Collapse to go with the Frilled Mystic. We don't really know... Reset Press is concerned that we can't win if we aren't Esper. You're not... That's a little extreme, but you're not... it's not even that extreme. But... Yeah... We can take the meme card, I suppose. I think it's Thought Collapse or Vandal. But it's whether we want to lean towards Smash or Mystic. But yeah, alright, we'll tie break it on the memes. Well, this is a great build-around card for the format. We're not really there. We could take Griffin on the chance that we're still Simic. Locket, Simic Locket. Simic is a decent place for a Locket. But I think we just probably want a dumb Wrecker or a dumb Griffin. Looks like we're a little more red than blue here. We'll take the Wrecker. This is awful, though. We seem like we got into the wrong place, maybe. We could take Gateway Plaza as a great gate if we do end up 3-color, and obviously supports Colossus. And I like the Gravelhide. That's the only thing really competing with it. Gravelhide would be nice, but we're underpowered here, so let's take the gate. In a vacuum, which is a better card between Wrecker and Griffin? Griffin, because especially in a vacuum, Griffin goes into like 70% of decks, and Wrecker goes into 40. Oh my god. Never don't take Esper cards. Just take Esper cards, I guess. Ouch. We could take Steeple Creeper, just Chili Bee, I suppose. Chili, because whatever. This may as well not even be in the pile. And this is a whatever as well. So might as well take the blue card, hope that blue is a little bit open, and we can splash back towards a little red. That's what I'm thinking now. Hey, Prof. And with like a Sky Tether still in the pack, and a Sage's Row Savant, I'm kind of sad that we are not just straight Esper. We got lured a little bit. Yeah, we can take the gate here, definitely. But Sage's Row Savant is another playable for the blue side, so could we be Bant? Well, we'll find out. I mean, not yet. Right now, we don't have any white cards, any white spells. So it's hard to be Bant without white spells, but we can be open to what comes our way. But this is a gate spot for sure. See if we can get this Colossus played and good. Duelist, leaning us more towards blue again. Perfectly playable. Not amazing, but definitely playable. Recluse is okay, but I think we just take the Locket here now. Don't want Quench. Prying Eyes is playable, but in a little more of a more the Azorius or Esper control side of things. I don't know if we'll play it in Simic. It's funny that I'm coming back to this format and kind of ending up Simic, because I was basically by the end never really in Simic. All right, that was only pack 1. Whew. I was thinking like we can do this. Come on. Give us a hookup. Well, if we stay back towards red, we'll play the Bedeck side of this, no problem. And there's nothing really here for us, sadly. Like, no mono blue cards, whatever. And no Simic cards. So, yeah, there's Night Arbiter or just gems, but I'm kind of inclined to just take the gems here. Take the gems and see where it goes from here. We might even end up playing it. We still don't know if we're blue or green, or blue or red here, really, with this green. Heck, maybe we're red. Maybe we're, let's just play Is It? Yeah, might even play it. Whatever. Now I'm just scooping up the gems because this deck is so bad. Terramander's good. We could take that over Ascendancy if we wanted. We could also run Ascendancy. It's not amazing, but it's playable in Simic. Wayfinder is going to go in any of this deck, yeah. Whatever, it's gems and playable, we'll take it. This is going a little bit off the rails, but I don't care anymore. Good thing we only paid gold to get into this. Wilderness Reclamation, Skewer the Critics. I think we're right on. Hey, Magic. Wizards of the Coast is up early today. Thank you to whoever at Wizards clicked on me. Yeah, we can get more gems, but I think at this point we need to take some playables. And I think we're going to be Teamer. So let's take Skewer and lean into Teamer now. I think it's the only way we get a playable collection of cards at this point. And to that end, we'll take the Simic Gate here, I think, over anything. I saw this first and would love Ceratok, would love Savant, but honestly, we need gates for the Colossus, and if they're teamer gates, we're not really going to pass them because we have Colossus, and we have really a desperate need to be 3 colors at this point to not have a total pile. Hey, look, Mama, we're splashing. Are you happy? We'll see. We'll see. Oh, another thing to test our resolve, because I would love an applied Biomancy. This Sage's Row Savant continues to be fine. The 2-slot. So we'll take another gate. I'm going to take a gate. It's another on-color gate for us, and that's just so important. Another on-color gate over Zerta or Thought Collapse. Yep, we're just going to gate it up here. All right, Steeple Creeper is a play here. We can also take Incubation Incongruity, but I think Steeple Creeper is just a better card. Scuttlegator is also okay. We're a little stacked at 3. Sorry, Deckmaster is not on. Let me do that. There might even be voting if we turn Deckmaster on. There it is. Work. Here, let's go to this view. Hey, look, voting. Weird. Yeah, I'll take the Creeper. It's fine. It's not exciting, but whatever. We'll take it. This is not on color in any way, shape, or form. So if we took this, it would be just for Gate Colossus, potentially. But we're not playing anything else here. I guess we could take a Stony Strength on the maybe. I guess we're not really going to play a colorless Gate. And I don't, you know, we're not anywhere. I guess we're a little bit, we have two to the white splash, but it takes Stony Strength over the effectively colorless Gate. Like, at least this is half color, you know, we can take a half color Gate or a Clear the Mind so that we don't deck ourselves. I think we'll wait till pack 3, try to pick up a Clear the Mind. We gotta stick to the Gate plan here. Or take a Clear the Mind here, but here's a Gravel Hide. Now we gotta start figuring out what the splash really is. And maybe we're just splashing blue, and if we Prying Eyes on a double splash is stretching it. Well, I don't know. What are we doing? Our early stuff is bluer. Yeah, we need 2 drops, but not if red is our splash. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it kind of makes sense for it to be the splash. If we just didn't play this, or this, I think this is where our deck is really at, if we're honest right now. So that makes me want even just something like an Axebane Beast for generic inclusion, or we can take the Gravel Hide and see. Strionic Resonator asks the Dionysus question, do you ever just do 3 equally? I sure try not to. Really try not to. All right, we're gonna take Gravel Hide here. See where we go. Wilderness Wreck for gem progress. Quench? Are we so desperate we're going to play Quench? It's possible. I guess I'm going to take it over Vault Progress. Well, this is a suggestion on where we can, although the red here is super splashable, so no big deal there, but nice that we can take a Ravager Worm. We own 4 of them already, so this will be serious gems and a very nice pick for us. Indeed. Gateway Plaza and Gate. 2 gates in this pack, but I think we need to take something from the top row. Admonition, perhaps. What are we? What are we? I haven't had great success with the Beastmaster. What are we going to do with it? We're not really pumping it. There's Stony Strength. There's Ascendancy. Savage Smash, I guess. Justin just wants the gate. Let's cut this. Wish I knew whether we were splashing red or blue. Yeah, it's probably Plaza or Admonition or Beastmaster. Nice thing about Code is that you get the card no matter what. Yeah, we could use the Eel as well. But I think if we take a 4-drop, we may as well take the Beastmaster. Although you're right, the Eel is fine. I think I'm going to go with Admonition. Well, Gruul Guildgate is waving at me, but we wheeled one. Should we try and wheel that gate? We also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gates already, which I'm now okay with. We're not doing other gate stuff, so we're just really supporting the Colossus here. So I think we should try and wheel the guild gate and take a spell here. And in that world, I kind of like the Wayfinder since we know we're green. I mean, you take another Admonition, it's probably the better card. But we know we would happily play a Wayfinder on turn 2, so that makes me want to lean that way. So I will. Not a bad pickup here. Pick 4 suggests that we are actually in the right colors. Maybe we'll wheel something like a Brawler or even a Windstorm Drake, but this is an easy get that bread. Another Mystic to make things complicated for us, but I think we should just take the Skatewing Spy here. I mean, it's way more splashable. Frilled Mystic. Oh, we can take the Mystic. We just need to be like, then we are just in on red as the splash. We probably just play Skewer, Savage, and Ravager as our red cards. Well, let's see what the voting. Hey, I get to look at voting. What do you think? Skatewing Spy or Mystic? Because I do think we are. Looks like we are Simic. So we could totally take Mystic and just solidify ourselves as Simic. This is a great card. This is a little more flexible of a great card, but this is a more powerful great card if we're sure that we are Simic. So where are people at? 41.2 for the Skatewing and 61.1 for the Frilled Mystic. Sounds like chat believes we are Simic as the baseline, so let's do that. Fine. I'm in. Well, probably just pick up this sneak here. I saw Collision Colossus and got excited because this is an excellent, excellent card. And the bots dislike it enough that it's possible this wheels, even though we're pick 6. It's possible. I don't know. We'll see. But Sneak is the obvious pick now with having settled into blue as second color. Yeah, pack 3 has been pretty good so far, but this is a pretty blank pack. We take Scuttlegator as a possibility, but unlikely. I'd rather just take some Vault Progress, I guess. I don't think we're going to play Scuttlegator, are we? We got Colossus, Ravager Worm, Trollbred. Like, what is Scuttlegator ever doing for us? 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19. Also got to keep an eye on playables. Like, we're at 19. So actually I'm going to take the Scuttlegator just to make sure we have playables. Actually, we did resist the urge. We didn't force anything. But when the bots throw us a Colossus pick 4 or whatever, then, you know, what are you going to do? You never seen the Worm played? Oh, I got lucky, I guess, because I played it a couple times back in the day. Very good. Essence Capture is fine here. We also have Sphinx. Sphinx is a solid win condition, but I don't know if we need it. We have solid win conditions in Ravager Worm, Trollbred, and Gate Colossus, so let's take Essence Capture. Here's a Clear the Mind we can pick up. Wall versus Rubble Belt versus Recluse versus just a generic beast in our colors. I guess we take the generic beast. Keep this red as much of a splash as possible. Well, a lot of things to splash with. We're not going to play any of these. We'll take the Ignis. Gift. Do we ever play a combat trick here? The Reach combat trick versus Stupid 3. We got one combat trick. Hopefully we don't play this. Duelist is kind of a combat trick. I'll take a Rush Strider. I don't think we're playing multiple tricks. Homunculus, possibly. We did not wheel our land, unfortunately. Last pick Vault Progress. 120 gem grind is not the worst. Hey, Queen. Tired of M20? I wouldn't say tired of it, but open to variety is where I was at, and I put it to a vote. It was tied, and I decided to break the tie towards variety. Yeah, we're not going to play either the heavy red cards. And look at this, like, I hope you like this deck because we don't have any changes. We could bring in a Humongulus for a Scuttlegator. If we don't like this Scuttlegator up here. Like, yes, it combos with Stony Strength and Simic Ascendancy, so there's that. But Hexproof 2/5, not the worst either. It's actually nice to play this and know that they're not going to remove it ahead of its ability to block. So I think that's the question. Another 4-drop. Well, what 4-drop? I mean, we're not. I don't want to splash a 4-drop, so we can play this 5, or we could bring in Thought Collapse. Now that we know we're heavier blue, Thought Collapse could be fine. Lou asks, I have a playset of all M20, but still a ways to go for RNA and GRN. Best to draft and do sealed to collect playsets of all cards? Lou, it depends on your relationship with Constructed. If you don't care at all about Constructed and you like all formats equally and you are trying to, and you're good at all formats equally and you're trying to maximize your gems for limited, then you should be playing the place where you're 4X, because then you just get extra gems out of the deal. But I play on this account that as though as much limited is our main goal, but that we care enough about Constructed that we are trying to 4X some sets. You know, so I try to play to 4X a little bit. But if you are only in it for the gems and the limited and everything else being equal, you should play what you're 4X in, I think. All right, so where are we at here? Amplifier can be strong, but I don't want to splash it, no. I kind of just want to give this a shot. Scuttlegator having both Stony Strength and Ascendancy is interesting to me here. We could do something like, well, even the Locket is fine here. Accelerates to this stuff. Yeah, we'll do. I'll do lands after we're settled in here as terms of our spells, and I think we are. There's some clunkers in here, but let's check out our numbers too. 14-9. Thinking about bringing in this Thought Collapse, but I'm not sure what to take out. And I think it should be another spell if we do that, and like be Prying Eyes. Thought Collapse. Or Clear the Mind. This isn't really a Clear the Mind deck. I say it's not a Clear the Mind deck in the sense that it's not really trying to go long. It's actually trying to win the game before Clear the Mind is relevant. So that's what I mean, Futtrick. I know what you mean too. Like, any deck is okay with having mill prevention, but I think I like Thought Collapse over Clear here. We'll see. We'll see how that ends up playing out. Let's go. I don't want to put Simic in the title.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Mr. Funktastic, thank you for that sub. Appreciate that. Boring name, but let's get on with the play, shall we? Oh, we're not going to play Wilderness. I've never played that card. I don't see why we'd start here. This is not... I can concoct in my head a draft deck that justifies a Wilderness Reclamation, but not this one. Why? What are we getting out of Wilderness Reclamation? We get 1, 2... 3, 4, 5 cards that benefit from it. Yeah, okay, fine. The Mystics are okay as well, but it's about instance and instant speed abilities. So I still don't see enough. Not for my comfort. I guess Admonition counts as well, but it's a whole card to take advantage of that. I'm going to start without it. If you want to convince me by the end, maybe, but I think I'm going to start without it. Let's check the lands now. We got 1, 2, 3 red cards. I'd like to have 5 sources for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then for blue, that gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for green, that gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 8, 5. This technically being kind of 9, 9, 5, if you want to think of it that way. And this does come down ahead of the Mystics, which is where I really want that 9, 9 to come in. Yeah, we can. This is where I just want to be able to tell it always use John Avon, because I really resent that. I just don't want to go. I take enough time on this as it is. Going into fiddle around with basic lands just seems like a not great thing to do with my screen time. Oh, and we get to add one more back. So let's go green. Let's go with the green and back, and then it looks pretty good. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah. Hey, Real Zug. All right. I like our high end. I'm uncomfortable with our low end, and our mana is decent given how far we stretched it, but let's go for it. Oh, hey, you know what I did not do? You know what I did not do? I'm going to do it here. I didn't mention my sponsor, Card Kingdom. I'm going to go like this and like this. No, wait, let's go like this. Boom, boom. There's my animated CK sponsored logo. Card Kingdom, which you can get to via my affiliate link down below in the panels, is a seller of Magic cards, Magic product, and Magic supplies, and other games. But mainly, this audience is going to be into it for the Magic stuff. Please give them a check out. If you shop there regularly, if you wanted to make a bookmark out of my affiliate link, that would be amazing, because they really do see who purchases from various links and stuff. So if you ever need Magic stuff and you want to support my stream, you can get to Card Kingdom through my affiliate link and check out what they've got. And you're going to be super happy with their selection, price, shipping, quality, and how they stand by their product. They're going to give you exactly what you expect, when you expect it, at the price listed, and you're going to be happy. Basically, I've been happy with every Card Kingdom purchase I've ever made. All right. Now let's see how we do with the actual play on this one. There are legal requirements to calling yourself free-to-play. Or at the very least, lawyers... It was something that lawyers wanted to make sure we could say with documented authority. Yeah, sometimes there's a difference between what is legally required and what your lawyers strenuously recommend. You know what I'm saying? Well, this isn't amazing, but we have admonition to bias time on 3 and all of our colors, and a gate, so I'm keeping. These are our 2 mountains, of course. Of course, we get dealt our 2 mountains. Is that designation for future app stores? Why call yourself free-to-play at all? Free-to-play is a meaningful designation about your game that matters to a lot of potential players. We have Fairy Duelist here, and we can play it now for a weak amount of damage, or we can try and save it as a trick. I'm going to play it now for a weak amount of damage because they're not doing anything, and we're actually pretty far away from impacting the board currently with anything more. You know, like, in order for this to be a trick, it has to either be the blocker itself or utilize something else on the board, and we just don't have anything going on that front, so I figured may as well get a flyer on board and start getting it in. But yeah, Shogmoth, free-to-play is just, you know, people like free-to-play games. There are people out there who are attracted to the tag free-to-play because it means they get to experience this game without having to shell out any additional cash. And so you really want to take advantage of that and be there for those players. And so you really want to have that designation. Eel seems like a perfectly reasonable thing to chill here. If we draw another land untapped after this, we have Creeper and Admonition, so that's nice. But we're going to start with chill here.
All right, everyone, chill.
Little Simic on Simic action here. We're gonna try and admonition something after it has... After Oppo has invested the adapt mana into it. Justin says this game is far from free to play. I don't understand what you mean, Justin. I draft 5 times a week and play constructed on the weekends and have only ever paid $5. It's pretty darn free to play. Granted, I win at a plus 60% win rate, and that's a big difference for... Not every player does that. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and... Now, they're going to get the Skittering Eel to a 5/5. And probably the Hybrid to a 6/6. But we can actually take 11. No big deal to take 11. We'll drop the Creeper, be prepared to take 11, and then Admonition a Hybrid. Hey, Marsh Viper. The Devor is here as well. Well, Justin, if you want to draft 15 times a day, then maybe you need to expect to pay a little. Like, I don't know what your expectations of free-to-play are. I can only draft 13 times a day. This is not free-to-play. So no blocks. Hopefully they go for the race here and just pump up the Hybrid because I want to send it back to their hand. No. Scuttlegator is pretty far away from attacking for them unless they do something tricksy. I think we'll just... send back the Eel and fly the Creeper. Oh, Creeper fly is 4. I thought it was 3. All right, so just glancing at chat there, trying to figure this out. We could just, might as well arrest the Scuttlegator, actually. Just set him back 6 mana is the main thing. Although this sets him back technically 7 mana. But this gets it so the Creeper can attack, which is what I want. So I'm going to do that. We're going to Admonition the Gator here. All right, cool. That's good too. I'm gonna save this for face, I think. We have 3 in the air and another 3 to finish, so we're threatening, although we're threatening lethal basically on with these 2 anyway. Although it's true that if we save for lethal, then they can kill the Chillbringer or the Creeper and we still win. So let's make him... Yeah, we could burn face now. Yeah, all right, I'll do it. I'm gonna put him to the test. We could wait on that, but I'm gonna do it while I have the mana down and put him to the test. Yep. All right. Didn't feel like there was a lot that green-blue could do to stop both of these flyers in one turn. Oh yeah, I gotta update everything. Nothing there is correct. Sorry about that. I forgot some of my maintenance stuff this morning. Both talking about Card Kingdom off the top and updating my stuff. I do. I tell myself I have one in my head, Mama, but you know how these old heads get. I need reminders. I need reminders, but that's what chat's for. Right? Chat is my checklist. If I make it through an entire game with my information at the bottom of the screen wrong, I frankly blame you guys. I can't see it. You're the ones seeing it. We're a green away from Mystic, and we have a Thought Collapse on 3, so we'll keep this. We're not anywhere near Prying Eyes, and we don't have Smash yet, but the Thought Collapse alone into the any green source gets a Mystic makes me happy with this. All right, great. Trying to speed through the clicking here so they're not suspicious of this duelist that we're going to try to get him with. Well, we don't get the 0 for 1, but we make them use good removal, and we prevent 2. So not the worst there. We could hold up Thought Collapse, but I'm going to develop the board over holding up a counterspell at this point in the game. Hey, Xlap. I don't want to offer this trade. Rough. Well, we will offer this one, I think. Although we could stay back and try to offer it on defense. Yeah, that makes some sense. Let's play a Gateway Sneak. The reason I didn't want to trade off the Goblin right away is we had Savage Smash. If we find a red source, we wanted a creature down to use with a Savage Smash. But now that we have a Gateway Sneak, I'm more inclined to try and trade off this Brush Strider. And even though the Gravel Hide can technically get bigger and better, I'm going to go for the Runner here. Because they have to spend mana if they want to make big. Don't kill it. Oh, they're going to kill it. Here comes the gate. No gate. I'm going to go ahead and play this because we need... I could hold on to the Thought Collapse. Sorry, I could cancel this. We can hold on for the Thought Collapse, but we want land, so I'm going to play the Admonition in the hunt for land more than anything. Both creatures attacking telegraphed removal. Well, not necessarily. Both creatures were trade. There was no perfect information to read from that attack, I don't think. We did find a land. It's red, so we have a Savage Smash we can get to. Too bad we can't keep the Frilled Mystic up, but they got a Ceratok out. We're going to go ahead and play Trollbred here. Hopefully Trollbred survives. If they attack the Ceratok into it, we're not going to block. We want to have Mystic up or our own Adapt mana up before we put Guardian at risk. That's a great play. It means they're not even going to threaten the bluff. And we can Savage Smash. Let's see. If we go 7/7, we can't set Smash and attack, or they do get to trade off. So I'm going to hold off for a second. We're going to just stay on D, and we have Mystic or Thought Collapse or activate Trollbred, and that's all great. That's not worth countering. If they're going to do that, I'm going to pump my Trollbred. Chili B, you say? We could hold down the Ceratok and send with the Guardian, and then have Smash next turn. Creeper. We only have 5 mana, so we don't have a 2-spell turn here. We either need to hold up our counters, Smash, or Chillbring. And I think because we're a mana away from being able to do 2 things, I think we should Chili B and see if we get a land next turn to support the 2-spell turn. So let's do that.
All right, everyone, chill.
All right, there's our other land. Let's see, if we attack with the Trollbred, they're going to double pump and 2-for-1 themselves to get rid of the Trollbred and spend the entire turn doing it, and we have all this action left. I think, yeah, I could have smashed. Maybe I should have smashed. But actually, I'm fine with 2-for-1ing the Trollbred here. Our backup plan is strong, I think. And this basically wipes them out, gets them down to 10, and then we have all this action left. Yeah, Smash, it can't be slang if it's the name of a card in my hand. No worries, Norbert. It's funny. Communicating about Magic is funny. I'm going to go ahead and do Creeper with Collapse. Why would it do that? What is, oh, because it wants us to Savage Smash. No, no, thank you. We're gonna do it this way. Then if we get another mana untapped, we have Smash and Mystic next turn, which is pretty amazing. Untapped land. Come on, off the top. One time. Man, I kind of just want to trade there, but I don't see why we would. All right, so we have Druid plus Frilled Mystic. That seems like it's going to be GG. All right, that was enough for Oppo. Kind of expected that scoop there. Nice. We gold. Tier 3, I guess. I wouldn't describe this deck as bonkers. We've drawn our better stuff for the most part. But talk to me after we lose to a really good Esper deck about how bonkers we are here. But I'll take the 2-0 start. Happy about that. And we get an Incubation Druid on 2 here, so we'll keep that even though we're pretty far off on blue. If we get any blue land, then Incubation Druid adds a second to allow for Mystic, so we're definitely keeping here. And we can Stony Strength onto Druid for big mana. It's not necessarily the correct play. We'll figure out if it is. I mean, it costs a whole card to do it, so we got to make sure that ramp is worth it to give up a card. Because we could be using this to try and win combat against a creature. You know, 1-mana creature removal is really what you're trying to accomplish with the Stony Strength. And red has been following us around despite being our splash color today. And too bad, we needed an untapped land, and then we could get Trollbred out on 3, which would be obviously insane. But we can't, right? We pay 1, we get this to tap for 3, but then there's 4, and we don't have a 5th. We can? How do we do it? Oh, because untap the creature, right? So we go green. Yeah, it looks like they have counter, but we're giving it a try. It's possible we should have stopped there in the face of what looked like a counter, but I was kind of in make them have it mode. Yeah, the lack of blue is really working us over here, obviously. We can't do anything. Literal nothing. And I was talking about this during the draft. Like, anytime I splash, I feel like I have some game or some loss that I'm just like losing to my mana. Let's put that on the board. Lost to my mana. And not that we've lost yet, but the point is, this is kind of what we sign up for when we take risks with our mana base. And that's really the question, right, James? How often does the splash win us a game that we would have lost if we hadn't been playing those more powerful cards? Yeah, we just need a blue source, and then Incubation Druid is great for us, but we're not there yet. But if we can get a blue source, we're totally in this. That sure seems suspicious, but it's at least a spell we can cast, so we should try. Although maybe not. I mean, maybe we just don't even bother. They didn't have anything last turn, but we didn't... Did we cast anything that they could counter? What did we do last turn? We just played nothing and passed, right? Or we played the Brush Strider and they didn't counter. Yeah, they didn't counter the Brush Strider. So... Alright, I'm gonna... They didn't counter the Brush Strider, but they could have stuff here that really messes us up. Makes me nervous to think to smash. We could also... Yeah, I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to try. They didn't counter the Strider. Let's see what they've got. Alright, they just didn't care about the Strider. Or they just drew the Thought Collapse? I'm not sure. We had 9 blue sources. That's 1, 2, 3 of them in the yard. So we have 6 blue sources left in the deck. Gosh, even a tapped one would be okay. We're just going to lose to that, so I'm going to try to 2-for-1 ourselves here. They're holding up more Thought Collapse mana, so we might just get this Thought Collapse, but we have to do what we can. They're not even going to help us out at all. Uh, 100% wrecked by our mana base. If we were straight two color, like we'd managed to be just straight Simic, I think we'd be winning this game pretty handily with these cards in addition. And now we can't even jump that in the air at the moment. Are we just dead? We're awfully close to just dead, but not... We're not completely dead yet. Yeah.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Nothing to... Well, we're going to try this again. We have one pump spell, but we played it to make the incubation druid bigger. Yeah, I mean, that was... when you see a blue-white deck in general, there's no surprise that they're running high alerts. Well, I called it myself. Every time I play more than two colors, I have a loss that I can chalk up almost entirely to mana screw, and there you go. Frustrating. Frustrating, but we signed up for that frustration. Right. If we play around Thought Collapse, how do you play around Thought Collapse? You either play around Thought Collapse by not casting spells or casting worse spells. The one thing we could have done is cast something worse than Trollbred when we elevated our druid up. I can't remember what we had in our hand there, but we didn't have that many options is the bottom line. I'm playing a Rakdos Guildgate because we have a Gateway Sneak and a Colossus, and we are splashing red, so it's half on color. All right. Well, we've got a Caretaker, which I consider to be a mulligan. Oppo has mulliganed. That's nice. We do have the Stony Strength Druid Trollbred play again. Hopefully they tap out. All right. Well... they're no longer mulligan. They now have a 3/3 for 1. Not bad, Oppo. Not bad. But we have a pretty good turn coming up, too. Ooh, and a Gateway is going to help us get red next turn. We can take that out that way. Heck, we could do that now if we wanted. I like the plan, though. Well, our Guardian is alive and unenchanted, so that's a good sign. You figure if they had something to keep down the troll, they would have done so here. We're about to untap and have all of our colors available through Druid. We're going to have 5 available next turn. Oh, actually 4, right? No, 5, right? We play the Plaza and pay for that. Then we have 5 sitting there. Then I kind of want to leave up Thought Collapse. So let's go Plaza, pay for it with that. And they're not going to block. We could stay back to defend, but I like attacking here and having the Thought Collapse ready and Trollbred activation later. Although we could also, another thing we could do here is just take out the Caretaker and play the Brush Strider. It leaves us without Thought Collapse for 1 cycle. Oh yeah, we can only get 1 color out of that. That's fair. So then I'll wait. I'm gonna stick to the plan. Yeah, you're probably right, Mabanap. We're being responsible, grown-up Planeswalker adults here. All right, they are not going to do it, so we'll go ahead and pump up our buddy. Oppo torturing us with gloopy sounds. All right. What does this even do? Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on a creature you control, put that many growth counters on Simic Ascendancy and then win. Other than that, it's just going to add counters. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we really want to keep this 3, which gives us 4 left. Let's start with an attack with the Troll. Ascendancy is pretty darn slow. It is true. Yeah, they can untap creatures, but it's still a good attack, right? Especially with Thought Collapse at the ready. And we can get Skewer on the Flyer or the Ground Dude. Flyer, if we kill the Flyer, they end up with another 1/1. We could not Skewer, but I also don't want to. Oh, hold on, let me go like this. Let's take a look. So we got 7 mana. We can also, let's Ascendancy and then keep Thought Collapse up. Yeah, we can save Skewer. It's a little... I just don't want to lose to Pump out of nowhere or some stupid toughness increaser, you know. But we have Collapse, so I guess we can't. Fine. We'll keep Collapse up. Given their lack of things to do, I'm going to go ahead and counter this. They didn't show much to do about what else we had going on, so I like saying no sir to that. Yeah, tower defense kills us, you're right, but are we... I'm not playing around tower defense. I mean, Maybe they're running it, but I just have to accept that defeat if they pull that pull that combo on us. Say, oh well, we did not play around the tower defense kill. Oh, you're late, Frilled Mystic. Well, now I like attack with Guardian. Yikes, how do we win? We put a counter on the Ascendancy, or use Simic Ascendancy to make Guardian win combat versus Gate Colossus. Then they have to put Gate Colossus in front. They take 1. So that seems fine. Just a little nerve-wracking being at 11 and facing a crackback for that, but yeah, we have the play here. Let's make it. Yeah, we can skewer too to preserve life total. Good call. Yeah, well, I got red mana here and a lot of it here, but we basically are just not going to use the plaza as our plan. That's pretty good, and now let's go ahead and skewer. We could skewer face, but let's do board control here. And yeah, I'm gonna do the thing that does not give him an extra blocker. Although we have trample, so it doesn't matter too much, but I'm gonna take out the Caretaker. All right. They didn't have it. If I didn't raise your blood pressure a bit with my random hoverings, it wouldn't even be my stream. Gotta make you panic a little bit. Wow, we are just getting getting some interesting hands. I'm keeping it. Shut up. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna get 1 green source and be fine. We're gonna be fine. You'll see. Forest on top, we go Gate into Forest, into Druid, into Sneak, into Awesome Sauce. You'll see. Here it comes. Forest on top, Forest on top, Forest on top, Forest on top. Forest on top! Forest! 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 That counts. That's close enough. Of course, we want all these gates to make our Sneak unblockable, but now we get to cast the Sneak and make it unblockable once, which is nice. There you were. You're a little bit late for us, but I won't hold it against you. Seven, isn't it? Oh, it's because of this Tide Taker. It's like, why isn't this showing 6? This is Tide Taker. Yeah, we might lose the sneak here, but we made him spend to do so, at least. We actually have Frilled Mystic here, if we want it. If we play... This will make it 5, though. We don't. Green, green, blue, blue? Oh, Tithe Taker. Good call. Okay, so since we don't have it because of Tithe Taker, then I want to just do Gate and Druid and set up for Colossus ASAP. You read the card. That's what I have chat for. Chat reads my cards. That's fine with us. We've got a Gate Colossus that is going to outclass the 5/5, so happy for them to sack, even if they get some value out of it. No way to 2-spell here unless we go Ascendancy Mystic, and I don't think we want to do that. We need to drop the Colossus, so let's do it. All right, it all depends on whether this Colossus lives now or not. We'll see. No instant kill, so they're either slow rolling or don't have something right away for it. We had Mystic Ascendancy last turn, right? Green, green, green. Oh, but then not enough blue. Yeah, you're right. All right. How many gates do we have? 6, I think. So we're like halfway through our gates. Just gonna die to flyers here, which kind of sucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We can Brush Stride and still Mystic. So let's Brush Stride and prepare to Mystic. If we attack, we got to not lose to this Air Force. We're going to go 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and then unless we're willing to trade here, 6. So 7 or 6. Yeah, if we don't attack, we're waiting around to die, right? So we just may have to chump the scavenger. Yeah, that's a good point. Although we can't really do it with our current mana. Get a little fear into him at least. Yeah, next turn we have 9 damage to threaten between Ascendancy and Colossus. All right, great. And we're gonna demise, or we're gonna Frilled Mystic that. Get another creature on board. Now we can even threaten to trade with the Scavenger. Could be just Panther. I wouldn't presume Blade Brand when there's an obvious onboard activation. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Here's an 8th land. If we play this, we do have 2. I'm just seeing if playing the land gives us an extra activation, and it does. So it makes everything pretty threatening. Colossus, Panther can't block Colossus. Question is, what are we swinging with? Everything, or if we swing with everything, they'll block Panther on one of our other 2, and that becomes a trade. And then if they block Scavenger on something else, then but they've got to block Colossus. So Colossus has to be blocked, and will probably be blocked by the Thrall. So I'm going to do it. We're going to send in the team and force a lot of blocks here. You want to just send the Colossus? I like making it, if they block with the Scavenger, we just get to trade. I'm going to do it everything but the Druid. All right, got to do this carefully. We have blue. We can get either one out of it, but let's go green, blue, pump. Hey, Big Bo, how goes? Getting up to speed on this crazy game? I now officially like our chances, but we are riding a lot on the Gate Colossus here. We need it to survive. But if it does, if they don't have anything to block it or kill it, we win next turn. So this might be a pre-exploding Planeswalker pause. They do get a couple of life. If we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we get an untapped land, we can still win through the life gain here. We did. All right, so we just get this victory, right? 3 green, 3 blue, and 9 total mana is GG. Exactsies for the 4th win. Orzhov almost got us, but we turned the corner, stabilized, and then used the big boy to get it done. Well, we didn't set par here, but I probably would have put it at about 3. It's got some weak low end, but some really good high end. We haven't even seen our worm yet. Where's our Ravager worm and the mana to cast it? All right, I like this. If we can get an untapped regular basic, we'll save the Plaza to get the sneak through. All right, we're gonna Plaza now. Oppo with the pause suggests fairy duelist, maybe? They had a pause and they chose not to do anything. Not sure what that was about. If it was quenched, maybe Quench wouldn't have paused there, so I don't know what it's about. I'm going to go ahead and play the sneak. We could also play the druid, since we don't know if we're going to get mana next turn, but sneak. Let's sneak. So it really feels like it's Fairy Duelist over there, but at the same time we have Essence Capture, so if they try to Duelist, we get them pretty good. I mean, it's not like they have to block or anything, but this is what made this not a blowout. Now they got to choose. Do we get a card or do they lose a Savant? They're going to go with they lose a Savant, which is actually smart because we are out of lands. Locket, Creeper, or Druid. Or we could Duelist into the Eel, but they're not going to fall. This doesn't really do anything for us. I'm going to go with the Locket as the most expensive form of ramp we have in our hand. Yeah, I could bluff a trick, but they're just going to block. There's no way that somebody doesn't block the sneak there. It was largely free. I could have done it, but chose not to. Biomancer's Familiar is super annoying. So they get cheap big eels. Oof, that was rough. That was rough. All right, we found land, though. Thank you, Usurped. Glad you liked the show. And let's go ahead and do Druid and Gateway Sneak here. Yeah, this eel is just going to get big and big and big and big, but I don't know what to do about it other than try and play our game back. We do have our own Arrester's Admonition we can find. What we need to do, if we can find our Savage Smash or Skewer or Ravager Worm soon, we can at least take out the familiar, maybe bounce the eel eventually. Anyway, we have ways through this, but we need to get to them quickly here, or we are going to take a loss to the familiar. Six mana. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So we could go ahead and play the Colossus. And maybe that is scary enough to do something here. It's kind of it's our best thing, so let's do it. Hope it's enough. Yeah, Guardian and Fairy is a reasonable play as well. We have that next turn. I think getting the Colossus down makes some sense. Yeah, exactly. An 8/8 blocks a 7/7, so it's a good reason to keep that here. If we're going to draw land from here, I sure would like it to be gates. Good play. Why did they not pump their eel? Do they not know their own cards? Like, they had an eel pump at the end of their turn. It's weird. Yeah, this game feels basically lost, but we have some outs. Let's see if we can find any. Ravager Worm, you're a little bit late, buddy. A little bit late. Spells, so we can do this and have it fight the Sphinx. And then, don't know if we have enough on the ground for it to matter from there. But let's start there. We have to fight the Sphinx or we just lose. But we're just going to lose to a huge eel instead, is the problem. It doesn't have trample, though, so I'm going to send in the sneak and look for an answer here. Whoa. I do want to send in that. There we go. All right, thank you. No choices here. They might just have the win. We need bounce. Admonition here would help. That does not help at all. Let's see. I guess we send in the sneak again, looking for real help. Well, that's rough. Don't even get our card out of it, and can't imagine a world where we find anything to stop that flyer and the eel. I guess we have Duelist to stop that flyer. Let's just see how long we can survive here. I don't like our chances, but we can still survive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need the Duelist for the air. We need a Chump for the ground. Let's get Wayfinder. See what's coming up. Oh, there's our admonition that we needed. Too bad. Sure. Mountain. Druid. Still gives us Fairy Duelist. So here we go. I guess I could have played Creeper instead of Druid, but doesn't matter too much either way. Oh, we could have declined to get to the admonition, but it was on... What happens in the decline? The rest go on the bottom anyway. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to decline it to not put that on top. I was thinking... that was my bad. Forgetting the format. Like, in my head, I was going to draw that mountain, not put it on top. So, yeah, that puts us at... That makes it harder on us to win the unwinnable game. Block like this. Well, let's see. Yeah, we can eat the familiar if we give up a different one. If we want to give up the incubation, I guess we have to if there's any chance. I was trying to leave the druid around, but we can't really afford to. Stupid mountain we shouldn't have, but my bad. Let's see. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, and we can creep and fly it. So that's our play here. This is kind of fun. I mean, we were totally going to lose this game, but I like making Oppo work for it. Creatures you control get +1. Does that screw us? Why is this Duelist already a 2/2? Oh, because of the Windstorm Drake. Yeah. Still technically alive.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Of course. Of course. Of course we're hanging on. Why wouldn't we? So now we have to Chillbring the eel, chump the stalwart, and threaten to eat the duelist.
All right, everyone, chill.
We could chump the stalwart and leave the Chillbringer as an answer to the air. And we have Trollbred But then we need something else. Yeah, I think we need to just chump so that because we need this Chillbringer matching the Duelist in the air anyway. Need to draw something. Ooh, well. Maybe we can. I don't know what we can do with that, actually. I think we still just lose. Darn it. We made a nice effort, folks. We made a nice effort. Yeah, I guess crack the locket is technically correct, but the trouble is if we crack the locket, we spend 4 mana and draw 2 cards, and then we need, in 3 mana, solutions to our problems, and I don't think that 3 mana we can actually solve our problems. There's no... I mean, maybe Savage Smash. Does Savage Smash do it there? I'm trying to figure out, like, maybe Skewer plus a 2-drop somehow is what does it. Basically a free attack because we can untap with Chili. But they just need to attack with everything. All right. Well, like I said, we were kind of destined to lose that one, but it was fun to make Oppo really work for it. We had some weird outs to maybe somehow getting out of that. We really needed our Arrester's Admonition to reset that huge eel. If we had gotten the admonition instead of sending it to the bottom of our library, we might have had a chance there. Well, we have completed all of our quests, whether we wanted to or not. We're very close to... We're gonna, I guess, let's see. 2 more weekly wins for 500. This is at... Yeah, so I guess maximum XP right now is 57, because we are also close to... getting to level 57, if you're curious where max level is. Sadly, accept our second loss, and hopefully we can get to 5 wins. We ground for 120 gems, so 5 wins plus 120 gems from the grind would be a great addition to our pile from a 5,000 gold entry. These 5,000 gold entries are the key to getting as much limited play as you're able. Even someone who never wins at limited can get a couple of drafts a week through grinding gold. Not great, but we're going to keep. And hopefully Wayfinder helps find us something sweet. I briefly just thought about holding the gate for the sneak, but no. Too risky. We get no land from here and then be stuck behind on our 3 drops because we didn't put out this on turn 1, and I don't want to do that. Too greedy to do that. Let's see if we can find something cool with the Wayfinder. We take a red source of land would be good, or just a creature to take advantage of the ramp we have coming. Gator or Island, or Chillbringer or Island is the choice here. Hello, child. Chillbringer is really exciting to me, but it's greedy. It is greedy. All right, I'll make sure we get our spells on time. I really wanted that Chili Bee, though. Whether we sneak or lock it depends on... Well, I guess we know what we're drawing, so I guess we're going to 100% lock it here since there's no sneak to get through immediately. Wayfinder, I'm happy to trade for the artist. There's also, of course, leaving out Thought Collapse, but we want to get our ramp down here. Kind of after the fact, I said 3. It's a fine deck. It's not amazing. It's not awful. It's got some weak low end. It's got some incredible high end, and that is what had me at a par 3, par 3, 3.5 maybe. Well, that's quite an impressive acrobat. What do we do about that? The answer might be that we take 7 next turn and then get Trollbred up to size after that. Because then we have Pump Trollbred with Thought Collapse up. So hopefully Trollbred survives the turn. If Trollbred survives the turn, we have a chance. If they take out Trollbred right here, we are in serious trouble and unlikely to win this game. So it comes down to a troll surviving here. Don't like the looks of this. Looks like Savage Smash, maybe. No, they're rolling over their own Spike Wheel, which is what made me think of Savage Smash. But they wouldn't do that because it would just kill their Acrobat. Maybe they're considering it anyway, but that doesn't make any sense. They would just do that to the Grudian in that case. All right. That's pretty brutal. So if they can make this 8 power, we're going to have to trade it off for the Guardian, which is Stinky Town. But we do have Sneak plus Thought Collapse and Stony Strength and Guardian activation, so we'll do that. Sadly, I think we're just looking to trade off Trollbred for Spike Wheel here. I really don't want to stall out on 4 wins. I want to get to 5 wins here, but we're up against it. This is not looking great. Jund is a pretty unusual deck to see in the format, and these are cards I'm not super impressed with, but they're getting the job done for Oppo right now. Yeah, we'll decide, Slate, whether or not we want to try and eat that Beastmaster or not. Let's see what they want to do even, because that may prevent them from charging in with the Beastmaster. Of course, if they try anything here, we have Thought Collapse in terms of a spell from hand. Yeah, Spike Wheel's a salty card to lose to, but, you know, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess we have to Thought Collapse that or everything gets too big. And it was Savage Smash after all. Boy, it's a rough trade to make, but I don't know if we can take 7 here and go to 2. How do we go to 2 and win? Guess we got to do this. Can't win if we go to 2. Can't win if we draw lands when we need to draw action either, but we're not dead. Cracking the locket would only leave us with 2 mana, which means we would need to find Fairy Duelist or like Skewer the Critics for it to matter. We do have Stony Strength on Sneak, blocking Beastmaster to bounce, and then we can still crack the locket. But we may as well crack the locket on their turn at this point. No, there's no downside. Like, we have nothing else to do, and I guess it threatens more possibility if we wait. Let's say no attack. And yeah, we're gonna end it. I'm just gonna, it threatens more action here. It's more threatening for us to have all this mana up. But we're probably gonna go to 2 with the Grudian attacking as a 5/5. All right, well. Has to be this. Boo! We tried. Started out pretty nice, then had 1 mana screw loss, and then just ran into some decks that did their thing before we could do ours, and a little disappointed with that, although, you know, we're technically above par, but I always want to get above par. Get some more gems out of this pack, too. We could wait until we... So, somebody pointed out that an efficient way you can open packs is wait until you have 10. If you wait until you have 10, you can one-click open them all. I tend to open them singly because some people like watching people open packs on streams. I will say, my design and the way it used to work before they refactored it was that basically if you had any quantity over 2, any quantity over 1, there was an open all button, because I would love an open all button right here. Just show me my 3 rares and let's get on with it. But nope. Nope. The powers that be on Arena said, no, Ryan, we're going to make people open 1 pack at a time every time, because somehow we think that's correct. And that's game design. You know, you hate something about a game and think, why did they do that? And the chances are, no, there's probably a big argument about that in the office, and then somebody had to make a call. But there's this idea that forcing us to open these boosters 1 at a time is a positive experience somehow. Yeah, I know. If I were not streaming, I would save them until I had 10. Actually, and that's what I recommend you doing. But again, it's something to do on stream. People like pack opening. There's a portion of the population that likes the pack opening. I just wish that for the portion that doesn't, we had a button to open all at all times. Anyway,